Hi everybody, and welcome to Tunica Memorial Public Library. Today's STEM lesson, we are going to use a famous Easter candy that you get, and it's your Peeps that you find in your basket. And maybe you still have some left over, and we're going to do it today. We're going to do a science experiment using our Peeps from Easter. So what I have here is 3 cups. They're clear because we're going to monitor them for about 24 hours. And we're going to see what happens to the Peeps when I put them in a cup filled with different liquids. So my first cup here will be with water. So what I'm going to do is take my Peep, and it doesn't matter what color or what shape. I have the actual chicks, and we're going to put it in the bottom of our cup. There's one. Our second cup will be filled with vinegar, and my third cup is vegetable oil that you cook with, and that's this. I have my white vinegar, and then I have my water in there. And we're going to watch what these Peeps do in the liquid that they're in. Now you could decide to use other liquids, maybe clear soda like Sprite or 7-Up, and see what happens. So in my first cup, and you're going to want to put the same amount in each one. So we're going to maybe fill the cup halfway. So here comes the water, and we'll fill it up about halfway. So there's my Peep in the water. Second cup, I said, is white vinegar. So we're going to put the vinegar in there and fill it up about the same as the water. That's my vinegar. And then my last one here is vegetable oil that our dad cooks with. And I will fill that up in this last cup. Okay, so I have vegetable oil, I have vinegar, and I have water. And we're going to watch them over the next day to see what happens. So maybe you want to come up with some predictions to see which one might disintegrate. Will the liquid turn the pink color, and see what happens. So check back in. I will be back within a couple hours, and then I'll be back tomorrow with our results. Let's get closer to the Peep in the water. As you can see, the water is starting to turn pink. The Peep looks like it's getting slightly puffier. The Peep in the vinegar, again, that's turning pink from the sugar coating on the outside, but that Peep doesn't look as puffy as the one in the water. Let's look at our last one in the oil. There is no color change there, and it looks about the same in the Peep didn't grow in size yet either. So this is about our observation of 2 hours. We will check back with them tomorrow, which will be about 24 hours. Here is the Peep that's been sitting in the water. And let's make some observations. So I see that the water has turned pink, and that the Peep has gotten a little bit fatter. The second one is the vinegar, and that liquid has also turned pink, but as you can see, there's some white foam around the Peep. And let's look at this last one. It's been the one sitting in vegetable oil, and to me the oil did not turn pink, and the Peep looks pretty much exactly the same. So what you'll need for this part is 3 plates, because what I'm going to do is we're going to pick them out of the liquid, put them on the plate, and then I'm going to take a fork or a spoon, and we're going to poke at the Peep to see what happens with the texture. Now, as you can see, I've taken them out of the liquid, and we're going to have fun playing with them and see what happens. This is the Peep that was sitting in the vegetable oil for 1 day, for 24 hours. So I'm going to take my spoon and kind of poke at it and see what happens. And to me, this feels, it is mushy, but it's not too bad. It's pretty much the same feeling and texture as when we put it in the oil. So as you can see, it's still whole. It's just slippery from the oil, so it's just going to slide right down the plate. So our next one that we're going to look at is the one that had sat in the vinegar. And as you can see in the cup, it fell apart with me trying to get it out. So the bottom of the peep is still actually sitting in the cup. So it actually really did start to disintegrate. And we're going to poke at this one. And as you can see here, it is really mushy. And there's really nothing to it, and it's really just disintegrating away. And as you can see, the foam there's a lot of foam on this plate from the vinegar. So the vinegar really eats away at the marshmallow sugar. And I wanted to mention, if you cannot find Peeps right now, you can put a marshmallow in and try this experiment with just regular old marshmallows. But as you can see, the foam is really running down the plate there. So that is the vinegar. And last but not least, I have the marshmallow that sat in the water. And we decided that he was pretty plump here. So we're going to poke and play with him. And he is also falling apart in the back there. As you can see, the water ate through there. So he's kind of ripping apart too.
Why did the Peeps dissolve best in vinegar, second best in water, and worst in oil? Peeps are made up of ingredients that are water-soluble. This means they will dissolve in water. Dissolving is the process of a substance being broken up and absorbed by another material. When the Peeps are added to liquid, the sugar and the other ingredients dissolve into the surrounding liquid. The liquids with the higher acidity, like vinegar, broke the sugar down faster than the liquids with less acidity, like vegetable oil.